Hello and welcome to Nick's Allotment Diary. It's a very breezy day on the plot today, but it is quite bright. There is a bit of sun, which we haven't had for a long time. Apologies if it's a little bit noisy with wind. It is a bit breezy, as I said, today. The garlic in this bed have done quite well. Majority of them came up. Just a couple at the end there that didn't, so I've got some spares which I planted in the greenhouse, so I'll replace those. So I've got a full double row. Leeks, they're doing all right now, starting to become a bit more of a decent size. Be a few months before they're ready to actually harvest, but they've overwintered well, as have the broad beans. As you can see, there's quite a few missing from the row. I have planted some spares in the greenhouse which are coming up all right, so I'll plant those out when the weather's a little bit warmer. And these leeks were ones that were planted middle of the summer last year, I'd say. And they're doing really well, so I'll harvest some of those to take home today. This bed has the brassicas in that have overwintered, some sprout plants, cabbage, and best of all is the purple sprouting broccoli. That should give me some broccoli in the spring. Job I've got to do today is to weed this bed. Another job that I'm going to get on with today is these two compost heaps need sorting out. There's quite a lot of couch grass growing in them. That one I had a good go at a week or so ago. So I have dug out quite a lot of the couch grass. This is mainly well rotted manure. What I'm going to do is sieve through the compost on this heap and place it into here, and my eventual plan is, once this is clear, to take down the two pallets at the side and put in the large composter that I've got over there. I'm going to relocate that to this position, and that will then be my main compost bin to fill this year. This is the compost from the well rotted manure. As you can see, it's very good stuff. There's plenty of worms in it, and it'll be put as a top dressing on a few of my beds, which should help to grow some decent vegetables. A couple of videos ago, you might remember that I planted out some lettuce seedlings in this long trough. Well, I'm afraid any left, bar that one. I think what's happened, probably what's happened, is that a slug or a snail has decided that that lettuce would be nice to eat. Whether you can see that one there, all the leaves have been bitten off. So luckily I didn't plant all the lettuce seedlings. There are still some in the tray on the potting bench, so I'm going to let them grow on a little bit more and see then if I can plant them when they're more of a decent size, and then the possibility is that the slugs or snails won't eat them. Here are the spare garlic plants and the broad beans, which are all emerging now. And as I mentioned a little bit earlier, I shall use those to fill in the rows outside where there are gaps. These are the onion seedlings starting to emerge now. They were started off on the 27th of December, so they're about a month old now. They are just, as you can see, in the stage where they're like a little loop, and then what will happen is they'll straighten up and become small onion seedlings. In addition to the onions I've already got growing, I've also bought some giant onion seed. So I've got a variety called Onion Exhibition, which is a show winner with bulbs up to 1 kilo. It says that I can sow them from December to February and harvest in August and September. So I'm going to plant a few of these seeds now. I hope you can see those, the little black seeds, characteristic of onions. I'm just going to sprinkle a few, trying to sow them thinly as possible. Just going to cover them very lightly with a layer of the compost. As usual, I've got perlite mixed in with the compost just to make it a little bit lighter and more free draining. And now all I'll do is just give it a little water. So when I come to thin them out, I haven't got such a big job to separate them all. So I'm just going to lightly spray the surface of the compost. The compost is pretty damp anyway, so it doesn't need much water. And I've prepared a label, Onion Exhibition, and I'll put that in there, and then I'll put these in the propagator next to the other onion seedlings, and hopefully they should germinate within 2 to 3 weeks. A nice sign of spring, some crocuses are starting to emerge in one of the flower beds, and also some snowdrops are starting to flower. Thanks very much for joining me at Nick's Allotment. I'll see you again next time.